everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another room build, and today I'm going to be building this modern gym room. So this is actually classed as a room on the gallery, so make sure you head over there. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1 if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself. So this is actually going to be using some of the new items from the Sims 4 Fitness Stuff Pack, which came out yesterday as I'm recording this. I don't know if this is going up on the 21st or not, but maybe. So yeah, I'm really happy with this pack. I love the modern style to it, which is a style of building that I really like, so I went ahead and built this today. Now I believe I just used I think it was just the Fitness Stuff Pack and base game. I think that was it. There might have been one or two exceptions maybe. No, I did actually use a few decorations from Parenthood actually. I think the fruit bowl, but you know, if you download this and you don't really have any other packs, then it should still work. Maybe just a plant, because I had a couple of plants in there as well. Maybe just one or two items we missing, but you know, the majority of it is from the new pack and base game. So for the colour scheme of this, I tried to stick away from those really cream colours which I use, you know, all the time. So I really like the new wallpapers that we got with this pack, so I went ahead and used those. A slightly different colour in terms of what I normally use, so I kind of used a few different colours there, and because the floor was pretty dark, so I wanted to kind of use some of those lighter colours of the neutral colour scheme and also a few darker ones as like a feature wall sort of thing as well. So as you can see, we included the new climbing wall frame that we got, climbing wall, yeah, that's what I remember in the trailer review it's a climbing frame and it's not, it's a climbing wall. Anyway, so I went ahead and used that since that's one of the major features of this new pack. And as you can see there, I did have to change the wall size up to large because it doesn't fit under small or medium wall height. You could maybe use it as a small wall height if you opened up the ceiling from the floor above. If you could two small height rooms above each other, then that might work. So you could go ahead and try that if you wanted to. And one thing that I do quite a lot is when it comes to doing room builds, I try to make the shape of it really interesting, because, you know, if it's just a room build, then it can look pretty basic in terms of the shape of it. So I did try to kind of stick to that in a way, but I wanted to try and make it look a little bit more simplistic in terms of its shape, because I've looked back at my previous ones, I'm like, well, this is like really complex in terms of its shape, and like, how are people going to be able to use this in their house? So I did try to keep it somewhat, you know, similar to a normal house in a way, in terms of it being easier to put into a house. Oops, sorry, I just hit my pop filter there. Because if you want to go ahead and download this, my previous ones aren't really kind of something you'd be able to put in your house that easily without having to change up a few things. So maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. So as you can see, I'm using some of the new lights here that we got from the pack. Even though I did use a medium wall height, I did go ahead and use the short height of these little lights here, because I felt like the medium ones were a little bit too big. And also another thing, as you can see here, I'm putting in a little seating area. I thought that might, you know, maybe not too great to fit into a gym, because it doesn't really fit, you know, the purpose of the room. But maybe you just want to break or go ahead and have a little rest or something, then you can go ahead and do that with the seating area. And there you can see that we are using some of the new items from the Fitness Stuff Pack as well for this little area over here. Oh, another thing we use is actually items from Spa Day. As you can see, the flooring and those counters that I used are actually from Spa Day, so I kind of lied in the beginning there. I've actually realised that I used quite a few things from other packs, but you know, you can still download this and just change up a few things. So we're also using one of the new rugs there as well from the new pack, and I didn't want to keep it all, you know, these very dark colours. I mean, there are kind of dark colours, but as you can see there, the rug and some other accents are different colours, like blue, and we've also got yellow cushions on the couch area there as well. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm just changing the position of things around it a little bit. I felt like where that seat area was kind of too much in the middle of the room, so as you can see, I go ahead there and actually change that up a little bit and move the kitchen area over a little bit. And I did actually make that kitchen area a little bit smaller, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is just a gym room, so we don't really need, you know, a dishwasher and a sink and everything. So I just went ahead and added a coffee pot on one of the counters, and also one of those little drink trays we got as well from Spa Day, I believe. So I'm just changing around the position and all that sort of stuff. I've got the equipment in there as well, which is from the new pack. And yeah, so another thing is that I'm nearly finished with my exams. Currently it's the 21st. I do have my last one tomorrow, which is German, which is going to be 3 hours 15 minutes, which is gonna be horrible. But I did actually on Monday. I had a 3-hour psychology exam in the morning, and then in the afternoon I had an hour and a half business exam. So I think that compared to Monday, I think Thursday is going to be okay. So I'm hoping it goes well with that. And I've done that. I'm kind of finished with exams, but I'm not finished with school. I finished school on the 21st of July, exactly a month from when I'm recording this video. Because in the UK, the colleges kind of work differently from in the US. So we have something called sixth form, and that's another term for what we call college. And it's basically where it's kind of like 2 years, from 16 to 18-year-old, and you go there to get your qualifications you need to get into university. Now, you might not want to go to university. The qualification's called A-levels, and you don't need, you can still go there and not go to university. It's just something that you can get in terms of the qualification. In the UK, we'll have to stay in education till we're 18. So once you leave high school, you've got to go ahead and do an apprenticeship or go into this sixth form thing, like I mentioned, for the 2 years. So after I'm finished sixth form, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do, because I don't want to go to university. I've decided on that. So I'm either going to go, and I wouldn't even know what I was going to study anyway. So I've got the option of either going into apprenticeship or going into work somewhere. I'm not really too sure what. It's pretty stressful because I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm kind of thinking something in business. Or if my channel works out, then I'll love to do this full time, but that doesn't really seem like a dream that's going to come true anytime soon. But I am working on it. It's still just a hobby at the end of the day. Anyway, so we're just putting in a couple of finishing touches here. As you can see, we're going around with these little lights here, which we got from the pack. As you can see, I started off putting them down the wall, all in the same colour, but I thought, since there are a lot of neutral colours in this room, and I do have a couple of accents like I mentioned earlier, with the yellow and the blue, I thought it'd be a nice idea to include kind of like changing the colour up of those little lights, just to make it look a little bit interesting. And yeah, so we're just finishing up with the last couple of touches here. As you can see, since it was a large wall height, I did go ahead and include some of those larger windows as well, which have got the pack, as well as those medium wall height ones and the medium wall height door. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave all your thoughts down below about what you thought of this room. Make sure you leave some thoughts down below for future videos you want to see with me using the new fitness stuff pack for The Sims 4. Make sure you head over to the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1 if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself. Make sure you leave a like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!